That's the National World War II Museum, Second World War Museum, right? It has 4.8 rating in Google. Let's see what's going on. That's very interesting. Well, let's see from the point of view of the United States to the Second World War. I know everything from the, from the history of Soviet Union. Let's see it from the point of view of the coalition side, American side. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Sorry. Oh my God, Union Pacific. Oof. Gaubit, whatever you call it, I don't know. Gaubik, right? Whatever. So I got the ticket and I'm here on the train station of the past. Union Pacific, wow. Sorry.
Anybody want to stand on the wall, please?
Wow.
I remember seeing the posters on the wall, and I really wanted to be a Marine. All the time I was in school, I always dreamed about that. We went up to the post office, and the recruiter told my dad, if he wants to join the Marines, we'll take him.
And to me, they swore me in, and they gave me a medical and some shots, which made me feel pretty sick. And they put me on a train to Hunter College, New York, where they had the boot camp.
By joining, you could choose your branch of service. While I was ready to go abroad to do my part, I wanted to go someplace where I had a lot of odds in my favor, because I didn't want to be one of those left behind.
It's just a matter of time.
I was home, getting ready to go to church and listening to the radio. And all of a sudden, the radio went flat. Then President Roosevelt, my fellow Americans, the Japanese have just attacked Pearl Harbor. So in church, I thought about it. My country was at war, and I didn't want to sit back and let other people fight that war. So when I went home, I said, Daddy, I'm going into the service. I knew I would eventually have to fight because it was a war for survival.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at our final stop. Please gather your belongings and exit to the forward door. We wish you all a safe remainder of your journey, especially those of you who served in our country and headed to distant shows. Thank you for riding the train Scottsdale Limited. We look forward to seeing you.
Go down those steps right there.
Excuse me. Oh wow, that's it. Before injector engines, right? I don't know the name of it in English. Before injector, older generation.
Crisscrossing the most extensive railroad system in the world, now seeing heavier traffic than ever. During the war, more than 45,000 locomotives pulled more than 1.7 million freight cars back and forth across the nation each year, while the total number of rail passengers more than doubled. And freight shipments soared 62%, as more than 3.15 billion tons of cargo was transported at the peak of production. The ports are brought to seaports on the
26 million, almost 26 and a half million pair of boots they produced.
For delivery to our troops at war. Larger equipment, such as the thousands of bombers and fighter planes that roll out of factories, are express delivery to Army Air Force
105 millimeter howitzers.
Wasps. These goods not only supply our troops, but keep our allies, Great Britain and the Soviet Union, in the fight. Scholars
Something about Soviet Union in fight.
the Soviet Union becomes something different. At home, personal democracy
Ford. And the talkies. Oh. Communication tool.
Then, at the University of Chicago, a monumental breakthrough. In a
Touch
squash
dog.
court under the football grandstand, Enrico Fermi's team tests the first self-sustaining vision
Oh yeah,
reaction.
like it sounds like old school
First time in
phones,
history,
you know.
scientists successfully
Has some
unleashed
noises,
control
connection noises. I remember it from my childhood. Oh my
Soon,
gosh.
aside for plutonium, is selected in Canada, Washington, chosen for its proximity to the Columbia River and government-funded hydroelectric dams. Meanwhile, the community at Los Alamos grows, the population doubling every 9 months, as scientists gather from around the world to work on the bomb's design and trigger mechanism. The pace of innovation at a rate never before seen. As work in the laboratories progresses, the Allied forces advance in Europe, until Germany falls. The race for the bomb is over. However, war in the Pacific rages on. Japan
In Soviet Union, it was May 9th, the Victory Day.
Roosevelt in April, the new president, Harry S. Truman, learns about the atomic bomb project for the first time. Its fate now rests on him. At Los Alamos, designs are finalized. The Oak Ridge and Hanford plants have produced enough uranium and plutonium to produce a bomb of each kind. Researchers are confident that the uranium
These goods not only supply our troops, They keep our allies, Great Britain and the Soviet Union.
Oh. I don't know what flag is this. This is Nazi Germany flag, but is it Japan? I don't know. By that time. Excuse me. Even I used this kind of shaving thing, till, I don't know, like maybe 10 years, 15 years ago. Oh, I remember those from the movies, Soviet Union movies.
Kung ako, don't you, diba, ng cement?
Oh, this one, this, I think they used it fake. Yeah. Oh.
That's German. The size of the room, it's a warehouse. Yes. We figured out how to decode it.
Agents or spies, whatever you call them. French resistant.
All that remains is the final order to go from the only man who can get American General Dwight D. Eisenhower, the supreme commander of the Allied Expeditionary Force. It's June 4th, 1944. At the 4 a.m. briefing, Eisenhower and his staff listened closely as Captain James Sack, the man further advised, delivered his report. It feels as well will be overcast and stormy to discourage for the next day the planned day of the launch in fit. Eisenhower asked his supporters for their views. British General Bernard Montgomery, commander of the ground forces, wants to go. Air Marshal Hunter Feather, the deputy supreme commander, favored postponement. So that the ever cautious Air Vice Marshal Trapper Patel, Admiral Roger Ramsey, the naval commander, is going to go, but what he said for capability and high submarine was the landing forces.
Excuse me. Oh. Excuse me.
And I remember the ride over seemed longer than when we hit the coastal, the North Indian coast. There's a lot of rocking and rolling. I look out the window.
So I didn't even know it's from wood. Yeah. I remember, sorry, I remember this kind of watches. My grandpa had similar.
So we crawled through the field, and I could hear like where we came from. They yelling, no shots, but they hear all the Germans coming. So I crawled through the field, got all the way through, and there's a German pillbox cover opened up, and 3 German officers got out and got written out. And they talking. So I say to the guys to get back ahead with, if they had turned around, I'd have killed the 3 German officers and take off to protect them. So, they talked, and if they turned around, I was out the open. I was no more than about 12, 14 feet away. But they never turned back to point and pointing the trunk. So, backed up and we got out tonight.
The Americans must take the headrooms one by one. The Battle of Normandy is not a general.
Somebody's taking a
But I mean, like,
Yes, sir.
What is the building for?
So if you go downstairs,
Yeah.
stairs right there.
Yeah, yeah.
At the bottom of the stairs, you turn to the right. First. Oh, it's like a ship. Yeah, they did a great job building this museum.
We had no concept
Yeah.
And beer sensation. Your mouth is dry, and your heart is racing, and you wonder how you're going to be born.
这种海货丢地上，惊喜像。杯子又这么好使。
Success in the Pacific depends on their ability to create forward bases in no time and out of nothing. These engineers and construction crews slice through the impossibly tangled jungle with singular purpose. A new road is having lives. Well,
Oh, New York, Manhattan,
into almost a city.
Central Park, wow.
The difficult you do immediately. If possible, takes a little longer.
Manhattan.
In short order, they bring civilization to no man's land. Express delivering food, medicines, and mail to the front lines. Building hospitals and living areas for the troops. And purifying water to defeat that silent enemy, disease.
The men grow strong. Vitality surges through the base again. American laughter. Healthy appetite. Spiritual strength. Another triumph of the DB's constructive conquest of the public as they go blasting their way through the South Pacific.
Amidst the battles with the Japanese, the men find themselves quietly fighting a second enemy in the South Pacific. The elements of everyday life. The oppressive heat. Overwhelming humidity. Punctuated with torrential downpours, can turn living in the jungle into a debilitating twilight. With these young Americans, the islands can feel as alien and primitive as a distant planet. There are no roads, no shelter, no amenities that one normally associates with basic living. But within this network, there lurks something silent that is potentially as deadly as a bullet or artillery shell. Malaria, dysentery, and a host of other diseases zap the men's energy and send as many as 80% of the Americans serving in the Southwest Pacific to the hospital. Road against health and morale, ready to run and hire was now coordinating attacks with MacArthur. So as Halsey climbs the Solomon Islands, he hops over the stronghold of Pulam Bangar in favor of invading the lightly defended Vella La Vella. MacArthur avoids the fortress like Raval, instead electing to progress across northern New Guinea. The skipped islands are then left to wither on the vines. Meanwhile, Admiral Nimitz's forces are doggedly pressing across the Central Pacific, launching one amphibious invasion after another. The Marshall Islands, the Mariana Islands, each land is then refined by complex, treacherous channels and old sea. Reaching the Marianas, is the special moment. Japanese
it's looked exactly the same as today.
Chinese National Army, immense and resilient, but too hopelessly antiquated to defeat the Japanese. So the Americans set out to modernize it. But nothing in China is safe. Supplies must travel a winding 15,000-mile journey, more than halfway around the world, across vast oceans and distant continents, to the far ends of the earth. When the Japanese finally isolate China by closing the Burma Road in 1942, the Americans have no choice but to fly supplies from India across the daunting Himalayas. Known as flying the hump, these flights are a highly dangerous enterprise. Meanwhile, American soldiers, mostly from segregated African American units, begin construction on an overland supply route to China, the Lido Road. The work is grueling, but it gives the Allies a desperately needed alternative for delivering supplies. Despite these courageous efforts, little aid trickles through, but it is just enough to keep China moving. Other Americans also withdrew to Asia, many fighting alongside the Indians, Europeans, and Chinese. Then throws what few planes he has into battle. Sheer guts.
Everybody was watching to see whether or not we'd be able to stand up under the pressure of combat. We proved to them that, hey, if you can do it, we can do it. In the winter of 1944, American and British allies finally pierced the Gothic line. But still, the fight drags on. Altogether, the Italian campaign will be a grueling 20-month war of attrition.
costing the Allies over 300,000 casualties, and the Germans over 400,000. Despite this overwhelming sacrifice, the Allies' road to Berlin will not pass through Italy. That fight is taking place elsewhere.
It's Salerno. God almighty, that's a cheese. Oh, hell.
On September 9, 1943, supported by Jason Silva, the Americans and British launched an amphibious assault on the shores of Salerno, Italy. But the men are untested, the attack plan is flawed, and the Germans are lying in wait. The 36th Infantry, composed of National Guard from Texas, helps lead the way past minefields and barbed wire onto the beach. Although a powerful German counterattack nearly drives the American GIs back into the sea, the 36th fight back, man against tank. Supported by powerful naval and ground artillery fire and the 82nd Airplane, the Allies finally secured the beach. The 36th alone has suffered 1,900 casualties. Meanwhile, farther south, the British have landed on Italy's coast and are advancing. The Americans have been
The B-17 bombers are flattened under 16 B-17s are shot down. 600 men killed or captured. The losses are not only horrifying, they are unsustainable. The Americans are losing expensive planes and highly skilled troops faster than they can replace them. The British, while others are in one of the greatest dogfights of World War II. It's like hand-to-hand combat, with opposing fighter pilots flying so close that they can see each other's eyes. The Mustangs give the Americans the edge as they slaughter the Luftwaffe fighters. The surviving and battered B-17 bombers turn and head back to England. The 8th Air Force suffered its highest single-mission losses of World War II during the Berlin raid. But with the bombers escape, American fighter pilots killed many of the Luftwaffe's best fighters.
Many of America's finest young men are ripped apart before they can reach dry land. Omaha is the perfect setting for the defenders. Bluffs overlooking the beach are fortified with machine guns and artillery, mortars and AEs. The Americans are
trees and restaurants instead of fences. And each field had hedgerows. We had to do something bold, so I devised Operation Cobra. It was a big risk having intense area bombardment with our troops so close to the barrage zone. It worked, but with the cost of 77 planes falling short.
I thought my overcoat was freezing. I saw a German soldier shot down in front of me. He was dead. So I used his remaining body fluid to empty my hands.
Virgin Forest is less a battle than a dark nightmare. The GIs fittingly call it the Death Factory.
The days were so terrible that I would pray for deliverance. The nights were so bad, I would pray for daylight.
Nice try. Nice try.
George, I want you to move the Third Army north. When can you attack?
Despite as you others, Bastion, sustaining German advance. At full reply.
I can attack with 3 divisions in 48 hours. Okay, George. Take an extra day. Get your boys up there fast.
Reports are coming in that General McCulloch and the 101st are surrounded in that zone.
General McCulloch, the Krauts demand our surrender.
Surrender?
Excuse me.
Nuts.
General Patton's troops are on the move north. With reinforcements arriving, our defenses have slowed the German advance, and a break in the weather is predicted soon. All clear for takeoff. Start targeting German positions. Let's get supplies to the boys on the ground. They need it. With clear skies, Allied forces bomb German positions and drop badly needed supplies to the boys surrounded in Bastogne. Patton's Third Army has broken through and relieved the encircled troops at Bastogne. With the German offensive stopped, weeks of hard fighting lie ahead before the advance into Germany can resume. Queen Roger 2, Germans falling back.
The Bulge was an exhausting operation, filled with grim fighting and a superhuman effort on the part of the American soldiers.
German General Alfred Jodl meets with military leaders from the United States and the United Kingdom and signs a document of unconditional surrender to all the Allied powers. The war in Europe is over. Allied soldiers, relieved, celebrate the end of the killing. The Nazi dream of a 1,000-year Reich is finished. The streets of Berlin lie vacant, obliterated, littered with bodies. Cities throughout Germany lie in ruin. Dresden, Aachen, Cologne, Dusseldorf. Across Europe, entire neighborhoods, villages, and cities are damaged or demolished. London, Warsaw, Stalingrad, Rotterdam. Centuries of human hope, knowledge, aspiration lie buried under rubble. Whole families, schools, synagogues, communities vanished with little trace. Death made so common, so everyday. The numbers so vast and inconceivable, they are rounded off in hundreds of thousands, even millions. For American soldiers, some will join the fight continuing in the Pacific. Others will remain to oversee post-war Germany. Together, these men and women will share a bond of pride, of courage, of sacrifice, forged on the battlefields of Europe as they fought to free us from the darkest of tyrannies and restore a sense of hope to the world.
Excuse me. Sorry.
1945, winter is finally passing. The Soviets are on the march from the east, while American and British forces advance from the west.
You need to go potty over?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is packed Molotov-Ribbentrop. Does it say Molotov-Ribbentrop? No, right? Yeah. Doesn't say. Yeah, non-aggression pact was called between US and Nazi Germany. Yeah, excuse me, Soviet Union and Nazi Germany.
How did he get everything smooth? I don't know. Do you see how smooth the chimneys is? No. How did he get down?
chestnut tree glistening with dew. The seagulls and other birds glint in the silver as they swoop through the air. We were so moved and entranced that speak for his speech. June 6, 1944.
D-Day has come. Early this morning, the Allies began
The invasion has begun. A huge commotion in the Allies. Is this really the beginning of the long-awaited execution? The liberation we've all talked so much about, which still seems too good, too much of a fairy tale ever to come true. Will this year, 1944, bring us victory? I don't know. But where there's hope, there's life. It fills us with fresh courage and makes us strong again. Saturday, July 15th, 1944. I see the world being slowly transformed into a wilderness. I hear the approaching thunder that one day will destroy us all.
Oh, this, yeah. This is what they did to Jewish. Yeah.
Okay, so the gift shop.
Hi. Just a quick question. What is the next building?
Uh,
What way?
You're on the second floor is kind of post-World War rebuilding there, both coming across.
So what way I go? That way?
Yeah, you can go to the stairways.
That way? Thank you.
Right here. Okay, you go.
Salt mine in Germany, they found billions of dollars of German gold, artworks, and possessions of Jews. In Austria, they found papers, including thousands of stolen works of art, many destined for the Fuhrer museum.
In pain, in mind, and in isolated chaos, we found that Hitler and his gang, with unerring instinct for enriching themselves, had stored our treasures, built from their right corners throughout possibility. Alongside far and vivid gold were found pink, jewels, and all else that could not be mankind would pay much to rescue and preserve. Some of it has been restored.
Well, she picked up all the phones to listen to her story.
What is it?
excuse us. Excuse us.
Oh yeah, all of money.
Let's go back up and get some. Get back to that and run it to the house. Oh, these are very good.
Maybe that through your that. Dad wants to know how to start.
Even though the Allies have triumphed, much work remains to be done. There is great uncertainty about what lies ahead. The U.S. mourns its losses, mends its broken bodies and spirit, and begins to learn how to devote itself to peace instead of war. The U.S. power nowadays needs all vast global empires have no right to all despite these disagreements.
My gosh, my parking is ending. 3 hours past, I didn't even notice. I gotta run, or maybe I should add some time.
With expanding international markets, the U.S. is already exposed to new varieties
But Soviet ships battled for nothing but turn back, ending the use of this.
I already looked a lot at occupying the troops in Japan.
Oh wow. Personal computer, wow. After the Second World War boomed the economy of the U.S. And not only U.S., I mean, everywhere.
Advances talks with the Soviet Union to limit the production of nuclear weapons, a strategy begun by President Nixon.
The leadership of the United States of America, since the end of World War II, has sustained and advanced the security, well-being, and freedom
Brezhnev, Soviet Union.
Wait, can I see this?
the U.S. steps into its new role as a world superpower, actively promoting peace, freedom, and democracy abroad, it embraces its own challenges and opportunities at home. A new era of freedom dawns.
It might just be
It's an amazing, technology, engineering part of it. Yeah.
This is good. This is like for me.
I would say if it's, during these vehicles were made during World War II, it was pretty much advanced comparing to the Soviet Union's vehicles, which was AMO F-15A, I believe. You can Google it. A as an elephant. No. A as in America. M as in Mary. O as in orphan. F as in Frank. 15. It was much simpler, It was much simpler. This one is much better. This gun looks brand new. Wow. I like how great condition it is, like brand new. Maybe it's never used. Yeah, it looks like never used. Yeah, it's very advanced, comparing to the Soviet Union one truck, small truck.
It's interesting, that's like the submarine stuff is.
Yeah. Submarine. Oh, this one is interesting. Okay, let's go see tanks and then submarine. Oh, this engine is also something state of the art. Dependable engines. Why they call it dependable, I have no clue. Is it turbo? I don't know. Aircraft engine. Oh, sorry, it's not turbo. What do they call it? A different reactive. I don't know. I think direct translation doesn't work here. They didn't have that at that time, the reactive engines or whatever they call them. Jeep. Everywhere shovels in all vehicles, off-road cars, right? Wow, this one is big. Look where is the gun underneath. Oof. Let's go inside. Wow. Wow. This one is an interesting vehicle. Oh, it's military police. 1940. Oh, it's amphibious. Amphibious.
Oh yeah.
Right? Amphibian, sorry, amphibian.
It is.
Ford. Amphibious, yeah. So I was right, amphibious. That's advanced, you know, for those times.
In August, the Nazis turned up the heat, telling the American State Department.
This is amazing, right? They tell the story behind this survey poll and let you vote. You know, what would you do? What decision you made?
Here's what really happened. In early May 1944, Roosevelt approved the bombing, insisting that military considerations and the success of the Normandy invasion take priority. The bombing campaign took the lives of at least 12,000 civilians in France and Belgium, but was an effective military strategy. Allied bombers inflicted devastating damage to the rail system, preventing Germany from moving massive reinforcements into Normandy. The Allies took heavy casualties on the beaches, but the invasion, June 6, 1944, turned the tide of the war in Western Europe. Despite the civilian casualties, the Americans and other Allied troops were welcomed as liberating heroes by the French and Belgian populations. That's what happened in one of the hard dilemmas from the front lines of history, as an American president weighed military objectives against deadly consequences for civilians.
To win the war in the Pacific against Japan, the United States needs to control the sea and sky as it fights the ground war island to island. On On the vast ocean, nothing is more important than our powerful aircraft carriers, with their daring commanders and courageous pilots. It's June 1944. You are Rear Admiral Joseph Jocko Clark, commander of a huge carrier task force that is protecting the American land invasion of Saipan, located in the Marianas Islands of the Central Pacific. The epic battle in the Philippine Sea puts your leadership to the test as you protect the fleet and attempt to destroy the Japanese Navy. Japanese scout planes spot the American fleet as it protects our ground forces. Admiral Ozawa launches massive numbers of warplanes, starting the greatest carrier battle of World War II. It's a huge American victory dubbed the Great Marianas Turkey Shoot. The U.S. shoots down 375 Japanese planes, losing only 30. The next afternoon, with a little over an hour before sunset, the U.S. carriers launched 200 planes to find and finish off the Japanese fleet and aircraft. It's a daring gamble that puts our pilots in extreme danger. Naval commanders don't know where the Japanese fleet is.
I gotta go for submarine.
Before running out of daylight. Planes fly 300 miles in limited air.
Is it too late? You said 55, 45.
You got the tickets?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but that's for the next show.
What
So this is the
What is the time right now?
3:35 show. This is the 3:35 show we just took
Oh,
in.
is it 3:55?
Right.
Okay. What time should I come? 45?
3:45.
All right, thank you.
Protocol and turn on the lights to guide the pilots home, knowing that if you don't, many of them would probably crash and die. Or would you keep the lights off to avoid possible Japanese sub-attacks that threaten the entire fleet and thousands of sailors? Use your touchscreens now to vote on the dilemma you face.
Oh, I will not vote because I missed. Okay. Okay, let's see what happened.
Let's see the results. Here's what really happened. In a bold decision that went against protocol and put the fleet at extreme risk of submarine attack, Jocko Clark turned on the lights of his carrier, the Hornet, and pointed searchlights into the sky to act as homing beacons for the returning pilots. Clark notified his superiors of his action, and an immediate order went out to all of the ships to turn on their lights. No Japanese submarines attacked the fleet that night. Some planes crashed into the sea. Others landed on the wrong carriers. Yet all but 36 airmen were rescued from the sea by the evening of the next day, after the U.S. fleet recorded one of the great naval victories of the war. Jocko Clark didn't flinch as he made decisions that could determine the fates of airmen and sailors. His performance in crisis remains an example of courage and leadership.
Planes would also change the lives of those who spent years working to bring it home. My Gal Sal was part of a 97th Bomb Group and Operation Bolero. She was to fly with 12 other planes to England, making 3 stops for fuel along the way. 3 of the planes experienced trouble in the bad weather and went down while looking for their refueling base. My Gal Sal was forced to crash land onto a Greenland ice cap. Everyone on board survived. The crew inspected for damage and discovered that the propellers were stuck in the ice. If they were unable to turn the propellers, they couldn't run the generator and power the radio. So using a handheld hacksaw, the crew cut the tips off the propellers that freed it from the ice, which allowed them to send out an SOS. A search party was launched, and the wreckage was spotted. After dropping food and supplies, a Navy pilot skillfully landed his PBY Catalina in a small lake about 12 miles away from the downed V-17. Lieutenant Colonel Bert Balkin and Sergeant Joseph Healy began a grueling round-trip track to rescue the men. 10 days after the crash, the crew of My Gal Sal was brought safely back home. The plane was almost forgotten to history, until world-renowned aircraft salvager Gary Larkins was hired in 1995 to retrieve it. Larkins and his crew spent the next 3 weeks living on the ice and dismantling Miguel Sal by hand.
Getting Miguel Sal back to America wasn't the end of the story. The plane sat for the next 5 years untouched. It took a man looking to honor the World War II service of his family and their generation to begin her restoration.
My dad and all his brothers, all my uncles, actually were part of World War II. Fortunately for our family, all of them came home safe. I became more and more interested in the history of my family and the aviation participation. One of my uncles was actually a gunner on a B-17.
So when Reddy found out about Miguel Sal, he paid a visit to the dirigible hangar where she was stored and bought her. Larkins restored the fuselage, and Reddy recruited a crew of 22 volunteers who labored every week for 12 years, putting in nearly 80,000 hours to painstakingly restore Miguel Sal. The original goal was to display the plane in a memorial at the Blue Ash, Ohio airport. But the airport was closed, and Sal needed a new home. Reddy decided to donate Miguel Sal to the National World War II Museum as part of its collection in the U.S. Freedom Pavilion, the Boeing Center.
I'm emotional now, thinking about this airplane.
Is it the similar one? Yeah. Yeah, that's one. They're talking about this plane, Miguel Sal.
70 long years,
32.
has finally brought Miguel Sal home. She hangs in honor of the men who stayed with her on that Greenland ice cap. And she hangs as a symbol of the innovation, fortitude, and will of a generation whose sacrifice and unwavering commitment to liberty left an indelible mark on our world.
So that was the plane brought from ISIS.
Wheels, lights, and buttons you can find. Okay, after our experience, we'll move into the exit vestibule for the epilogue.
Okay, so I did choose the right doorway.
Welcome to Final Mission.
I did choose the right doorway.
USS Tang submarine experience at the National World War II Museum. You're about to join the 5th and final war patrol of the USS Tang, the most successful submarine in U.S. naval history. The Tang is led by Commander Richard O'Kane, and you are her crew. Soon, the engine room hatch will open, and you may enter the submarine, which is currently submerged in the South China Sea. The date is October 24th, 1944. Once inside, Commander O'Kane will brief you on the mission. After the commander's briefing, please locate your duty station and prepare to surface the boat. Your ensuing mission will last about 11 minutes. The actual battle sequence lasted more than 5.5 hours. While you wait, brush up on the history of the USS Tang by enjoying the artifacts and stories in this room. The National World War II Museum honors those Americans who served in the silent service. We hope your experience today provides you with a deeper appreciation and understanding of the role these men played in securing our freedom.
And now please step into the engine room. Yeah, go ahead and fill in that side over there first. Thank y'all. Go ahead and fill in that corner over there. Thank y'all. Sorry. Please come forward. Please come forward. Captain O'Kane will address us in the hatch in just a second. Please come this way. Thank you.
Those ships we sunk yesterday were headed south and piled high with cargo. They
They must be gearing up for a big offensive in the Philippines.
Captain, priority dispatch.
24 October, 2200 hours. Japanese supply convoy proceeding south along China coast. If we can disrupt the enemy supply lines, we can shorten the length of this war. Make your course due west for Turnabout Island to the Formosa Strait.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Men, our job is to intercept and destroy as many enemy ships as possible. We have 9 fish loaded in our torpedo tubes and 2 more waiting to be loaded. More than enough firepower to destroy this convoy. Chief of the boat, prepare to surface.
You heard the chief. Man your stations.
Now please step into the control room on both sides.
Wow.
Sonar, 40 contacts. Bring her up, periscope gather.
Periscope gather. Aye, Captain. Bring them up to periscope gather. 5 degrees bubble up. Shut the vents. 10 degrees dive on top planes. Each your bubble to 0.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Full ride. Both planes.
Report depth, 16 feet, Captain.
Crack the hatch.
Open the hatch.
Engage radar.
Engage radar. I know.
Look up. To the bridge. All clear, start. All clear, forward. All ahead standard. Entering all ahead, stand down. All ahead standard on 2.
Standard on 2. I Captain.
Wow.
D-line on the fourth house, sir. Captain, radar shows 14 large pits around the line. 4 large we picked the scope. Presume it's in convoys. Also showing 12 smaller pits on each side of the column.
Those are estimates. And the large pit to shore could be the ship carrying the convoy commander.
Captain, flagship now on the head of port. Proceeding southwest.
Maintain course. Bringing right into the middle of the convoy.
Aye, aye, sir. 2247 hours, Captain. Current radar range of the flagship, 8,700 yards.
Make ready, all tubes, and fire forth peacefully.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Aye, aye, Captain. All ahead full, course 330.
Aye, aye, Captain. All ahead full. Course 330. Aye, aye, sir.
Regular second, Captain.
Range constant at 1650, Captain.
Oh,
That
fire.
gunfire's coming from the escorts. We've got about 15 seconds before we're within their range. They've seen us on radar. They are sweeping to confirm that we are the ghost.
2 stack of trains are ordered on board, Captain.
Cargo vessel, 3 back, sir.
On a tanker, 4 back, sir. Turbulence low out. 300. Barring a 7 port tanker, 2 stack, Captain.
Make it so.
All ahead, standard. Limit course 300. Aye, aye, sir.
How the board Frank, steady us on the reciprocal of the convoy's course and keep me the range of being to port. Aye, aye, Captain. 5 seconds. The first torpedo impact. Right full rudder. Aye, aye. Right full rudder. Aye, aye, sir. Coming in fast. Once we straighten out, we'll fire this off the stern and move to the hell out of here. Ready, 600 yards. Half quarters, code. Constant bearing. Mark. Stand fire. Torpedo 7, away. Constant bearing. Mark. Stand fire. Torpedo 8, away. Heck, 500 yards. Coming in right. This is under the mast. Fire! All head flank, head for open water. Let's get the hell out of here. The hell is we're on full. Check and reload, sir. Ready for firing in 60 minutes. Good. Let's stand easy while we move into position. Back. Stand easy. Two trays. Good. I'm going up top. Let's head back and finish the job. Report! I need a report. Close the hatch, save the bomb. Close the hatch.
My gosh.
In the early morning of the 4 walls. Glad to get out and sit around. It's crazy. That's what the chickens all doing. Just to get back to these United States.
Why was I thinking? I've thought about that a lot. Whether it's what I'm doing now or what I've done for somebody else, I was thankful. But I haven't put my finger exactly on it. And I don't think I would really.
1937. Wow. Wow. All these bricks in memory of somebody. Wow. It's New Orleans and only 55 degrees, but feels cold. I don't know why. Maybe no humidity. It's super dry, maybe. I don't know. Oh my God, everybody with heavy jackets. 55 only. I like the vibe here. New Orleans. Such a lot of history here. Oh my gosh. This is Nashville French market. Yeah, this is how it looks like. Looks like kind of mix of French and Middle Eastern, you know. Middle Eastern market. Like French Morocco style. I heard that in New Orleans, it's a big community of Kurdish community. Yeah. Looks like the market is pretty much done for tonight. Oh. Mariam, right? Yeah. And I don't know how to say, every species, pair of every species, right? Oh, I like it. Live music is always great.
Now then, we'll actually do some completely absolute opposite.
It's not easy to play guitar. I play guitar. It's not easy to play guitar when it's freezing. I mean, it's not that crazy cold, but still, you know.
To walk me the door myself. No, I'm down, but I'm just happy on myself. Everything, saying all my life for you. I know what you say, the one that I love. I'm through with everything you're thinking of. Everything, saying all my life for you.
Still palms here, right? My gosh, where does this bubbles come from? Oh, from there, from right there. Who is this guy? Who knows? Souvenir shop. Yeah, you can say a lot of tourists here. Oh wow. Oops. I play piano, but it's done. What I was expecting is like old school from movies, but you know, it's never gonna be like this anymore. Everything is, you know, modern, like, yeah, everywhere is changing. Well, yeah. Reflexology. Reflexology. Okay, massage.
You want to go? Yeah.
And Steve's like, how much is it? Go with 25. Steve goes, we don't have that. Go on.
Oh, look at this street. That's a real New Orleans, right? Look at these balconies. Oh, this is looks good. This is, yeah. This is real New Orleans style. Kind of French. Oh, what they call it? French. Sorry, my English is slipping. Slippering or sleeping? Slippering.
It's not your fault. You're good at being bad.
Okay, I think I go back to the main street. What is this? What culture is this? Huh? Indians? Native American? I guess so, I don't know. This one is native for sure, right? Wow. I don't know, after Florida it feels so cold. My God, very cold. Ooh, this is very old school market. I mean, plaza, you know, very old school. Yeah. Oh my God, that's beautiful.